Cracky. Cracky. Hello, good evening. Welcome back to the DRGN Gaming Twitch channel. We are ready for another ESEA open match today. Playing on Nuke for the first time this season, so no more train, no vertigo, no overpass. Today it's gonna be Nuke, a map that is known for its hard city side, but at the same time, if you somehow have a magic T side, you can really make it difficult for your opponents. And today I'm joined here by Silence as the co-caster. He is one of the ex-members from our organization, and he's a great CSGO player as well. And today he's here to bring the cast to you guys. So Silence, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. That was quite interesting how you introduced me, because I wouldn't say I'm a great player.
Well, we only have great players in our organization, so
Okay.
of course you are a great player.
Thank you.
You played for us a bit more than a year ago. See people saying in chat, late, no people, there is 2 minutes stream delay, so you'll have to wait a bit on that. And yes, today we are facing nineshapes, a team that played Nuke 3 times before this. They lost twice, won 1. And for us, it's the very first game on Nuke, so it's gonna be an interesting one to see how our team performs. And most of it is gonna be, do we start on the CT side or on the T side? Because Silence, you haven't seen our previous matches, I think. But
I watched the stream a few times, like here and there, but I don't really know what to expect yet. Let's keep it on that.
well, the thing about it is, in our season, in the previous matches, like in the first 4, the T side was a bit of a struggle.
Okay.
That is something that we noticed, and I mean that went a lot better in the matches that we played after that. In our last match on Vertigo, by example, we had a very good game, both CT and T side. But that's gonna be the interesting thing now for DRGN for us today. How we will perform on this T side, because I know from the practices they have been great. But it always is different, of course, when you step into like these competitions, when it's like really
the nerves.
Yes. I don't know for you how like you played Easy Open before yourself.
Yep.
How was your experience with that?
Well, I think it's for me personal. It's at the first few rounds, it's kind of nerve-wracking, and the pistol round is quite important. So that can do a lot to the result of the game. I think you need to keep cool the entire game, and it's very different from practice indeed, because, for example, we scrim really good teams and we were able to win against them, but if we came against them on an official, we got absolutely destroyed by them. So, and it was the same map and everything. It's just also the experience that comes with it. a lot of more experienced players will get way less nerfs coming into these. It's also a factor of like knowing your opponents. If you know they're good players, you will come in a bit more stressy, if you know what I mean. Because you know you'll have to perform your best to be able to win versus them.
Yeah, most definitely. And the thing that you say about experience is definitely true because our roster we have some young players. Smiley, by example, is 16. So we do have young players on our team, which yeah, it's always well, it's good that they like get into like this more competitive environment early. That it's most definitely important. Um, but yeah, like you said, the experience of like the players who have been playing more competitive and who are also a bit older, that can really be important in these games.
Yeah. I mean, it's still open, so it's also something compared to intermediate or higher leagues, which is in open you have teams that are like top 50 in the world, and teams who have players that aren't even average on level 3. So you really don't know what to expect most of the times if you face a team that you don't know. So you can try and watch their demos, but I think a lot of teams don't do that. And I mean, if you really want to win, I think at least one person should watch the demo of every team you're playing. That's definitely a tip from me, I guess.
Well, yeah, that is an important one. Demos, like, I know that is something that we do, reviewing demos, and especially when it doesn't matter if you're in open, intermediate, advanced, whatever. You have to know your opponent. Like, if you come into a match, it doesn't matter if it's the very first game of the season or the last one of the season. If you come in unprepared, you're always, well, I'm not gonna say you're gonna lose, but you're always one step behind on your
Yeah,
opponent.
yeah. Well, I think also in lower level of play, in like intermediate or around that skill level at least. Um, for example, with my current team at the moment, we don't have an IGL, and it works perfectly for us because we have like 5 people who kind of call in between because we know what's going on. And even though we don't know the opponent, we mainly play off our mechanical skill and try and work together that way. Um, so yeah, I think it's you can either have a dedicated IGL that watches demos and prepares for the opponents, but it takes a lot of time. And I think, at least in my experience at the moment, what we are doing is just we just play and just get as much team play in. Doesn't matter who we play, and we go from there. But yeah, it's just a preference in every team. I'm not sure how this or Dragon Gaming does it. So yeah.
Okay. And we are actually starting with the knife round right now, people. So gonna see who's gonna choose the side. Looks like Dragon is going through
Yeah, they're
the
going
main
A side.
area.
It seems like they haven't played a knife round on Nuke yet.
Well, maybe or they are just fooling around, which
Ah,
looks
it's a
like to be the
strategy.
case.
It's a strategy. This is a good strategy because when they get onto the ladder, they're free kills.
But doesn't the city win if no damage has been done?
No, it will be if it's a tie, it will be random picked by the game or ESEA, the config itself.
Okay. Well, the knives are coming in, and 2 kills for Dragon, the third, and yeah, this should be their knife round.
Almost like a clean win without a single death, but
Oh, I don't know what happened here, but one of the players is for me.
yeah, that's Thunder.
Okay, that explains why he was messaging me. But I mean, I can't unmute him.
No, it's because of GoTV. I don't know why they did this, but yeah, I think they should at least I muted for GoTV.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying, but okay, we know it's standard. Rank Gaming now with the first kill. Nineshapes wanted to go through that squeaky, but doesn't find the entry.
Ooh, the outside lurk also gets taken down. That's an aggressive peek, but it works.
Now Nineshapes boxed in. Can they find a kill? No, it's Hidden finding a second and maybe a third. He finds
that's
it.
actually a 4K.
Oh
That's
yes, it
that's
is.
a good run from him.
I don't know if you watched Hidden's first games with us on Train, but he had an absolute massive debut. I think he had 32 or 34 kills. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a great one to come into a team and perform like that on your first game. And I mean, we're seeing already a great game round from him to start here.
Nineshapes looking to go for the vent drop, but this time the bomb just drops, but not a single player. Quite unfortunate, but Hidden has an M4, so in the second round that can be really powerful.
He heard the player
Just
drop.
managed to go down. But he
Bomb
doesn't
is
know
going B.
how late there, he's gonna get taken down. Oh, the GoTV is a bit annoying.
Yeah, the
Alright.
GoTV sometimes switches you off to someone who's like totally not involved into the action.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. I've had it as well, so I try to combine manual with the auto director, but it's not always as smooth, I know that.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it yourself and kind of observe, but it's also pretty hard to cast at the same time. And if you have a co-caster, you don't see the same screen, so that's definitely an annoying part.
The advantage is though it's synchronized, so we do see like the
Yeah.
same moment.
Yeah, at least that's pretty good. I actually just realized I know 3 players from Nineshapes. They used to be in the same org where I used to be in. Horizon, Lirox, and like Isu or Isu, I'm not sure.
So you have a bit of info about the team.
Not really, but I do have Lirox and Horizon on my friends list.
And in the meanwhile, we do see Hidden going down. He does find a kill first, so that's at least something they're going for Dragon here. And now Nineshapes grouping up towards that squeaky position. Most likely going to be looking to drop down. But that is where the Pollux is. And with that MP9 close range, he could do some massive damage.
They do seem to go for an AXEC. Pollux in vents and not being noticed. Free kill. Oh, I get straight. That's pretty good.
Retimo with the bait, and there is Smiley getting the kill. Thunder finds one.
Aggressive peaks.
Ooh,
Ooh, and Horizon with the clutch in a 1v2.
that was a close
And he
one.
also saved the op.
He did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, he did.
I'm not a fan of opping on nuke. I think an op on nuke is not in the current meta, at least at the level I play in. A lot of teams I play against don't op on nuke anymore. They rather go for either an SG or an AUG even on the CT side. Even though it's not in the meta, it's still... I think it's coming back a little bit. You don't see it a lot, but recently I have seen a lot of players picking up the SG again.
Yes, and that being said, Smiley found the kill outside. Now everyone's back to A, while Nineshapes are making their way towards B.
Brain like entering on ramp. Not sure how Dragon will react on that because Nineshape is already on the B bomb side. Brimto does get the kill from Brainlag.
Now does Dragon go for this because they are 4v3. They have the man advantage, but they don't have a kit.
They do know they're on B. The bomb goes down at 4v3 in the advantage from Dragon Gaming.
They will be for this one. But they can't wait too long, not having a pit. Now the first shots are coming in. That's the first kill. Almost the second.
TPS on the 1 HP. They're both on level 1. TPS going down and Isus being alone in window with the op. They should stick it because they don't have a kit and they don't have time. Oh,
That's
they're going
gonna
to save
be
this.
it.
Interesting decision.
Well, they didn't really have the chance anymore to defuse once they like let off, and that Molotov prevented them as well, I think, because they didn't have a smoke. That being said, though,
opportunity, but
they do.
It was a bit delayed.
Yes, they do take 5 kills. So, if you look at nineshapes now, they have a Galil and a Mac 10
Yeah,
after a round. So
they do. Well, some of them bought the util, so I think they are going from some kind of strategy. As you can see, they have the outside smokes. Actually, interesting seeing these lineups. I've never seen them before.
I hit him with 2 great kills outside.
Ooh, Smiley with the USP. Wait, he didn't buy a gun at all. He doesn't even have armor. Did he just full eco?
I think the others went for a full eco, yes, and this one, I think, just hit and all like set their guns from last round.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention to that, but Hitten does have the bomb, with Brain like being alone on the CT spawn.
Now Brain neck in a 1v3. Looking for the plates. Does get Smiley. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
It's okay. Dragon should not overcommit this. I think this bottom. Oh, he gets taken down, so that's
another 4k. Hitten is pulling up.
He is carrying really hard this game. That's kind of what you need in games like these, but at the end of the game, it will usually be that the other side, so in this case the T side, will get it together and start fragging all along when Dragon hopefully gets their pace as well, because Hitten is just taking every frag in front of his teammates' eyes.
That is true, but at the same time, it is great for Dragon though, and that, well, they are getting the opportunity to like get everyone into the game with Hitten performing like this. And I mean, if you look at the kills now, it's just Thunder who's negative on KD right now, so it's like, it's not that it's too bad.
Yeah. Nineshapes is going for a full A exec with all the util they have and some pistols. And they do go towards the ramp. Ooh, that's a nice headshot.
Yeah, Deepolex finds one, but then the headshot is there. I mean, they should know it's B, but Thunder, will he check his left side?
Ooh. Smiley goes down. Should have expected that when he heard the windows pop. This is not looking good for Dragon. And they have an extra gun on Hell as well.
Oh, Horizon down to 1 health. I mean,
Smiley going for the ninja.
does he get this? No way.
And he gets it!
No way!
Oh my god, and a 1v3. And he's sitting next to Durox in the smoke. Oh, and he spotted him. Nice, that's a nice ninja.
Yeah, like, if you get this in the 1v1, it's nice, but it's not as crazy, because you have only one person shooting at you. But here, there's 3 people trying to find him in a smoke, and they don't find him.
In the round that Luke's lost, he manages to get the round win.
I mean, and that's a very important one for Dragon Gaming, because, well, now they are in the advantage on the guns.
Yeah. Nineshapes is going for a fast secret rush with all they have.
We do see DRGN Gaming ready for it. Aisu does get one back
Get
now.
out of it. Smiley just keeps on fragging.
That
He
is
only
it.
got 2, it was Steam backing him up.
Yes. But yeah, it's 5-2 for DRGN Gaming, a fast round, and nineshapes, they were making it interest for Dragon 2 rounds in a row at 3-2 and 4-2, but now DRGN looks to be a bit stable again. It's gonna depend on this round, well, the economy, especially for DRGN Gaming. Sorry about that.
Nineshapes did not have the best economy. They got full bot, but they didn't have all the util. Meanwhile,
Ooh.
Oleg holding the site on his own.
Thunder
There
with
was
2
no
great
one-
picks
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
That's an interesting jump through the smoke from Nether Rocks.
Yes, but it won't pay off. Smiley takes him down 6-2.
Yeah, DRGN
And-
Gaming seems to have found their pace. As Hitten hasn't gotten a single kill yet, but this is what we like to see when a player gets an insane start of the game, which really helps the team, and then the rest of the team gets their pace in as well. Then it all will fall like in peace, you know. That's what you need.
Yes, indeed.
Because the first few rounds are very important emotionally for the players on the enemy team and for your own team as well.
You see Horizon, he made his way into Squeaky. I think into, yeah, I forgot to call it, secret.
Secret, yeah.
Now nineshapes
Nineshapes
gets 2
Has the
kills.
entire A side on a crappy buy as well.
Thunder does find one back, so they at least make it possible to retake. DRGN still has their advantages in guns, a Deagle and a P250 for nineshapes. It doesn't look like they will go for this one. It's gonna be safe for DRGN here. Nineshapes, they will get their 3rd round. And DRGN doesn't want to risk it, they don't want to lose the guns. Although I do think they would have had enough to have a full buy the next round. But I get that you play for like more secure rounds where you have at least 2 or 3 full buys instead of 1.
Yeah, it's pretty important also. If you're holding sites on nuke, you do need proper utility usage, and you don't just want a gun without utility, especially in officials like this, where you and the enemy team play like a team and not like a pug, if you know what I mean.
And speaking about bugs, I know someone who once called ESEA Open a bug fest, and I mean, to a certain extent I agree with that, but at the same time there's also teams really well prepared for this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of teams that want to get into intermediates and even further. But I also believe it's a big bug fest because there's a lot of mixes out there. And that was we're actually talking over this entire execute.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
yeah,
that just ended in, I don't know, what was it, 6 seconds?
something like that. But anyway, I kind of agree because a lot of teams also disband mid-season, and they paid for the spots, so they do want to play it out. And usually, it ends up just playing like a bug. And I agree, but usually on maps like Nuke, teams won't really pug, because that's if you play versus a team that's prepared on Nuke and you play puggy, it's really hard to win unless you're insanely mechanically skilled, like all 5. So yeah.
That is true. Now we see nineshapes close on the south side smokes, and Smiley gets one, almost got a second there, but he's not gonna find it. Now hit him.
Like
Can he do
also going
something?
down.
Finds one a second, and that's great from Hitten. Did not
Green
spot
Lake
the
still
player at the
on
fence.
squeaky. Where's the other player? I can't see it with
He's
my out
under
there.
heaven.
Oh, he's on heaven even. He's going down by Hitten, who's flanking him. I have no idea how Hitten got there because
Hitten
I
went
was
like
not
all the
spectating
way
him.
around. He went like
Okay.
from up the position that he had above
Yeah,
hut. He
on
went
Mustang.
around to heaven to like check outside, and he went back. And yeah, that's
Okay,
fortunate
good.
timing for him. And
That's really good timing.
people asking in
Oh.
the chat, Thunder is the IGL indeed, yes, so he's not supposed to be the powerhouse of this team, he's not supposed to be the top fragger, he's the one bringing the IDs to the team. And as you guys are saying in chat, definitely Thunder, his comfort pick is definitely important for the team overall.
Ooh, Horizon, that's a clean shot. They do have the B bomb site already with a plan. That's really good for their economy because they bought above 2k. And they are taking some guns away as well. That's
But two
pretty
players
hard.
still on A and Dragon 3 players on B. And there goes the B player.
Horizon not expecting him already to be there.
And there it is. 9-3. And yeah, Nine Shapes, they get that planned, but they forget to send their players over towards the B side. And, well, if you have to retake against 3 people on the bomb, good luck with that one.
I mean, it was a very good run from Nine Shapes because they got the bomb down, they saved up their money.
That is true,
Yeah.
but Dragon Gaming with great response and Nine Shapes unable to close it out.
Yeah, it's kind of expected because you're playing in an eco with no armor and only a pistol, and they took like 2 or 3 players down. That's pretty hard on Dragon.
Smiley, his spray. Look at the damage.
Really good damage through the smoke, I think. Or,
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything through the smoke. He didn't see a single player. He just sprayed 30 bullets into there, and well, that's gonna be a hard one for Nine Shapes. But now Horizon does find that first kill. Now Smiley, can he do something here? Can they stop this push on B? Somehow survives. Somehow gets a second. I think that was a team flash from Nine Shapes.
I did got the assist from Thunder, so
Or maybe it was a flash from Thunder, then that is a very great team play.
I saw with the aggressive play towards ramp. Ooh, he just not expecting it and hitting with really good aim.
Yeah, Hitten comes in hard and Hitten is already on 20
really on
kills.
5. That's pretty insane, considering that the only other player on this team with more than 10 kills has been Smiley.
And
I mean,
now
he got
yes,
12
continue.
kills in like the first 5 rounds, I think. So
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Gaming is seriously popping off and 10-3, and I mean, Nine Shapes is going to buy these last 2 rounds. Like, there is no way around that. They have to buy these last 2 rounds. Because, I mean, they have 6k. If that's not enough on the T side, I don't know. But yeah, Dragon, and especially Hitten again, coming in with the star performance. I said it at the start of the game. He dropped 32 frags in his first game. But that was not a 10-3 scoreline during the first half. Like, that was a closer game, and Dragon Gaming is doing a really good job at this moment.
yeah, they do have a really good T side. We haven't seen their T side yet, and as you said before, they might have some issues with it. Ooh, brain like through the smoke.
Mine's Hitten, but look at Lyrox, already down to 3 health, so even though that Hitten goes down, the damage has been done to Lyrox.
They're again going for an AX. They are on the side.
They don't check Olex, and he gets 2, even a third.
The last one in lobby, he gets right. But Olex takes it. Is it actually Deep Olex, or how do you say his name?
Deep Olex, Olex, it's all the same.
Okay, I'm just gonna call him Olex.
Yes. But yeah, Nine Shapes, they do not check on the hut, and Olex, he just stayed on there crouched, then stands up and just gets 3 free kills. I mean, that is a great one from Olex. But also maybe not well enough checked from Nine Shapes. I feel like that on the top of the hut position is something that you should be way more aware of. Now Olex again.
Going with a full-on A execute, but Dragon also pushed into the ramp, so they're also going quite aggressive into lobby.
Yeah, and this might backfire on Dragon, that they go in this aggressively. Now all left up to Smiley to clutch this out. Bomb has gone down. Smiley has about 40 seconds to get this. It's not gonna be the case. But 11 to 4.
Pretty good first half. We will see what the T side brings us. I think winning the pistol would be very important on this one, because you can't afford to lose too much rounds, even though you're so much ahead, because I think that will really get the pace of Nine Shapes going, and that could potentially get dangerous. So it's important to, even if you lose a pistol round, to definitely force the second round, because if you're able to win that, you will really get into the head of Nine Shapes.
This most definitely, like, if Drang wins that pistol, Nine Shapes either has to eco or force buy. If they force buy, they have the risk of being on an eco at, I think it's gonna be 14-4 then. So, I mean, if Drang wins this pistol round, this should basically be their game. Of course, you're never guaranteed with that, but it's gonna be so difficult for Nine Shapes.
Is playing on the CT side, and looking at how they play it, it seems like they have prepared this map because they had executes. So I do believe they have an idea on how to play their CT as well then. Because their T sides, the XX they had, they were good, and I can tell they definitely watched demos. But I think the issue was mainly the firepower they lacked, and in especially this level of play, it's very important that you put your individual skill above team play. That's at least what I think. A lot of teams should get more into, because making it too overcomplicated, like they seem to do, will lose them rounds eventually.
I do agree on that, yes, because
they have their strats prepared, but they're not executing them like you should, because they are lacking the firepower. They're going out, they get taken down, and they don't trade, and they all keep going down, or they look into their own flashes and things like that. Also, maybe it's about communication. I'm not sure. I'm not in their TeamSpeak or Discord. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, maybe one thing to like say as the pistol round starts. I forgot what I was going to tell. So maybe it will come back later to mind. But pistol is going live, and we see Drang with 2 smokes, 3 flashes and an 8, and with that I already know what I was gonna say. If you make strats overcomplicated, and the second you do something wrong in the strat, or it doesn't go your plan, teams sometimes get lost in what they should be doing.
Yeah, and they end up not knowing what to do next. But Smiley will probably drop down and then wait for their team will wait for him to be down. Oh no, he just runs out. I don't know where he is, because GoTV is not spectating. Oh, they go over to the A side.
The A side is cleared. Smiley just went in for a fake, and he gets a free side instead.
Seems like Nine Shapes is going for the retake. That's a very interesting pistol round, because you're playing pretty long range on this map if you're playing from upper or from main. So interesting lineup. I'm actually learning from this. Nine Shapes already got the frag 3. This is a really good retake, but Hidden is from behind, and he takes 1, but it gets taken down by TPS. Ah, that's unfortunate, but that was a very good retake from nineshapes. I see what they did, and yeah, I think Dragon went to once they were on the side, instead of taking positions and taking control. Well, they did take control, but they lost their aim battles, which is unfortunate. But I think it should have been faster, so nineshapes had less time to do everything. But yeah, they can't see that, and I just on the fly because yeah, they're not a pro team yet. So
Brain lag gets a kill, but takes quite some damage. Now Drang takes some damage from the nades. And immediately shut down from this A take.
Dragon waiting for the push. Thunder should know he's up there.
Well, he definitely knows.
He did. Just unfortunate timing again. Molex has 8 HP and is in a spammable position. That's very, very dangerous. That gives me like anxiety.
I can see why. Thunder peeks on ramp, spots that player, and there goes Alex. Yeah, now I feel like Thunder and Hit him. They should probably just take these guns into the next round. Wait for a push from nineshapes and well, yeah, just do some damage to their economy, because that is what this round is, I think, for Drang now at this point.
Nice trade from Thunder, but he gets taken down by ISO as well.
And 6-11 Drang Gaming gonna have to equal this one, and yeah, they had I lost count. They had 9 rounds. Yeah. Why can't I count anymore? They had 7 rounds lead, but now nineshapes is at least getting too closer, and gonna be a 7-11. Well, that should be the most logical here.
Going for an outside. Oh, those are 3 kills for Horizon. Did he get the 8? Oh no, he gets taken down. That's almost a clip. Almost.
Ali does get taken down as well now, 7-11. And suddenly there's only 4 rounds difference between this one.
They did take away an M4, so at least that's something on their economy.
That is true.
Horizon with $200 left, and his team with 5k. Especially if he's the outside player, he will probably maybe buy an AWP in the future rounds. He will have to get a lot more kills. There's actually an interesting nade on the door. I like seeing the setups and utility usage nineshapes has prepared for this map, because I'm actually learning quite a lot of lineups, and if you know what I mean, because I'm also playing Nuke with my team. It's one of our main maps, and we don't have complicated stuff like that for now, at least. It's kind of interesting to see. Like, these lineups they're throwing, it's pretty cool.
Dragon is struggling to really get into the bomb site just anywhere. They're not even trying to go outside.
Right,
they want to stick to this A side.
Brighton and Smiley took a lot of damage already early round. 40 seconds on the bomb timer. They seem to execute A. This will probably... Oh, no, they're going towards ramp. My bad. TPS ready for them with the MP9. That's one.
It's hitting with the entry. Now, do they expect the bomb?
Ah, that's unfortunate. Hello, Smiley?
Yeah.
Is there no communication?
I don't know what that was either.
I mean, they're kind of running out of time, but... and they lose the op as well.
Maybe Smiley thought that the player like ran back.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that looked like some bad communication on the side of Dragon Gaming. And yeah, now nineshapes 8 to 11 and Dragon, they don't have money to go for a full buy here, especially Bertimo was only on $350. I'm not entirely sure why that is the case.
Yeah, that seems weird. Maybe he bought a Deagle and dropped it. No. That's weird. There's a pause. I'm not sure if that's technical or tactical. It is weird that Brightimo has $250 and he hasn't bought anything.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any pistols on the floor either for
Oh,
Dragon.
that was probably because he had the op and he got killed after time, no?
Wasn't that Thunder? I thought it was Thunder who went down after time.
Oh, I'm not sure anymore. I think it was after bomb timer, so they got $0.
Well, it's definitely interesting to see. That was a Hitton with a great pre-file to upper, but he doesn't find Lilox just yet. And Smiley, his play from outside is going to be important to get his entry onto the A side. There's nobody in garage, so that's for Smiley. They're trying gaming, really taking a lot of time trying to bait out as much utility from nineshapes as they can.
They're just waiting for nineshapes pushes, but nineshapes just have a lot of patience. They don't show any faces. They're just holding them because they know they're on an eco, and that's when you definitely don't need to push. It's definitely well played for them. Ooh, brain lag with it. Like, gets a second. He does know where Brightimo is, and he gets taken down by the Opper.
Yeah, no, it's 9 to 11. Giant Gaming, they're gonna full buy back into this one. And the people saying they need to play fast, well, there's always advantages to both playing fast and playing slow, but also the disadvantages. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for Dragon if they can convert this round, because I said it at the start of this game, Nuke is such a heavy CT map if you know how to play CT side.
Yeah, nineshapes has a really good CT setup. I can tell from how they play. They're definitely prepared for this map. And I also agree with Dragon having to play faster because, ooh, nice shot from Smiley. Horizon is always in that position. He gets traded by Smiley. Smiley is playing really well here.
Now, because of that kill, I think that Lirox was pushing into Squeaky because of that. And Brainlag, he jumps while shooting. I don't know if he had like a misclick there. But this round, the entry kills were there for Dragon. And immediately after that, you see that nineshapes, they started to push because they lost the opening. And I feel like they gave up their principle of their setup. I feel like after losing that opening, that they just dropped everything they had for that round.
Yeah, that's one of the things with why you have to play fast sometimes. That's a nice nade. Yeah, that's something. That's something in this game when the team is playing very slow on the CD side, and they're just holding for pushes and have a lot of patience. When going fast, it kind of throws all of their everything out of the water because they're using all their utility. They're stalling you as much as they can, and if you just go together with some utility, trade frag, have great entries, they won't know what to do. They have no idea what to do next because every second they have more time to set up and get ready for a push.
And Giant Gaming, they were looking to go for a fast entry now, but they immediately get shut down. That is a kind of good round for nineshapes now. Just under a hit and left. Looks like they're gonna be making their entry onto the A side. It's gonna be important for Thunder to find this first one, but the timing is not there. Thunder gets taken down. And it's all left up to hit him in a 1v5, but can drop B. He could just as well go for it. That's
Yeah,
taken
it gets
down.
taken down. It's also something about this map. You can, as a CT, definitely take a lot of control if you know where the enemies are, and that will make it a lot harder on the T side. And it seems like there is a tactical timeout coming in. I assume it's from Dragon.
Yeah, that's my assumption as well. That's maybe one thing ESEA should implement. Allow us to see who asks for a timeout.
Yeah.
That would be really helpful because it's also, well, more interesting to talk about. The pause time already has been cancelled. So, yeah, I'm looking forward. Is Shrine Gaming gonna pull off a fast play here? Maybe on outside, maybe throughout ramp? I don't know, but I feel like the A side is not gonna be it for them at this moment.
I think they may be going for some strats on this round since they pause obviously, but it can also be the pause that makes the other team lose their momentum, and that will win them the round maybe. Who knows?
They have 4 players outside now, but doesn't look like they're gonna make the way towards B, and I feel like that's kind of the play that they should be making. Not entirely sure if that smoke from Olex was intended, but it
Great
works.
nade. That was a great nade from Horizon. They have the info. They are under heaven, or at least wrapping around.
Ali finds one, but goes down.
That was some great timing to get the pick on CT. But they're already down in a 4v2 situation. I'm not... I should just look towards Hitta, so that's a great frag from Hitta. Some really good crosshair placement as well.
This is not a lost round for Dragon yet.
No, they have 30 seconds, anything can happen.
Brainlag also not on full health. But he gets the kill on Britimo, and that's not a good one for him.
They do know he is on heaven, yeah, they also heard him. Unfortunate. This is already really close. I'm not sure how much rounds they won in a row now, because ESEA resets the scoreboard after the half, so... Oh wait, I can see actually, it's on the left. 7 to 1. Nineshapes already won 7 rounds on this half.
I mean,
I'm not sure.
I feel like we're
when...
just seeing a copy of that first half.
Yeah. I mean, if they get 4 rounds, then they should win. I mean, they did need 5 rounds from the half.
And this is again a round. Nineshapes push here, and Dragon Gaming punishes that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a great play.
this is the
So
second
great
round.
from Thunder.
It looks like this is gonna be the second round that Nineshapes loses on their city. And it is because they start getting aggressive. That is how Dragon got their round before this. They're getting it again because of that aggressive play from Nineshapes on ramp. So I feel like Dragon is... They're getting opportunities here from Nineshapes, which I feel like is more in control of Nineshapes than Dragon themselves. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this one goes, but Dragon definitely takes an important round here because, well, I'm not entirely sure how much Nineshapes is gonna be able to buy into this. Polex survives as well. I didn't know you could survive there that close bomb site.
Yeah, it's very, very well isolated. So the bomb really doesn't do a lot of damage when you're around. I'm not sure how that works because on other maps you get so much more damage. Because they have a lot of isolation in the walls.
Curious to see what Dragon's gonna do now. Mali takes some damage on outside.
Outside, exact. But there's a gap, so they do know they're not crossing. That's also something with the outside smokes. You have to get the right combo, because otherwise you will have gaps. Because not all different lineups land on the same position that they combine perfectly. So yeah, that's a mistake I see a lot on Nuke. because they are not rotating towards the B side at all. They have the info nobody crossed.
Face, that's not great timing. He goes back as Drang peeks on ramp. I mean, he doesn't have info. He doesn't know they are dead. Now he does, but he has to run back. He's the only one on B at this moment.
Brain like already with the flank. Luckily he gets rid of O, but Lyrics was there as well.
Now Drang, what do they do? Do they keep going B? Do they go A?
It's a 3v3 and one person... Horizon is rotating.
Like Drang should be going in this moment, and like that is going to be the case.
I do think they're still in towards lobby. Clearing out every angle. Meanwhile, giving info to the enemies that they are not...
Hidden on Heaven should get this kill. He should get this one. He does. There it is. That is the opening for Drang Gaming that they needed.
Hidden is playing really well with the Lyrics.
Oh, nineshapes, how do you get into this? There's the first kill from Butimo and the second as well. And 14 to 11, and suddenly what looked to be a very dangerous situation for Drang Gaming. Now nineshapes is not in a great shape on their economy, so suddenly just all turned around. And I see someone in the chat that's giving info because he's watching in GoTV. Don't jinx it for the chat. There's a reason why there's a 2-minute stream delay. But yeah, Drang Gaming. They suddenly have this opportunity now because nineshapes, like they are getting into this with pistols. So I assume there's just gonna be a stack somewhere or a full push on site. Drang Gaming has the opportunity to take 4 rounds lead and 4 match points. So they have the chance to make some mistakes. And it looks like this is the round where Drang goes outside, and this is a great call from them. Drang going outside and nobody from nineshapes on the B side. We have 2 players on ramp, 3 on A, and Drang Gaming, well, they are gonna walk into a free B side if they are fast enough.
They don't know Nineshape is on an eco, I think, because they're playing very safe and slow.
Yeah, maybe they think that nineshapes forced into this one because of the round situation.
Yeah, they maybe don't want to go for overtime, but yeah, seems like they do.
Come on, guys, just push on this B side. There's no one there. Just go for it. You're making me nervous by waiting that long. I mean, nineshapes must be wondering as well what's going on because there's no way nineshapes thinks like, how the fuck are these guys not on B yet?
Yeah, this is really, really slow. Python was even still on A, eventually faking it. It's taken down. It does give Brain like an AK 8. Still, it's possible for nineshapes to win this round, definitely. They're going all together.
When that flash, it didn't flash Hidden. I don't know if that was like normal because it looked like it was in Hidden's vision, but I mean, he doesn't get flashed, gets the kills. And that is nineshapes shut down. They are looking to save this one, and I'm just so confused by this round.
Yeah, he's trying to get the gun on the pole.
Like, for nineshapes as well, you have to start wondering when there's only like 20 seconds left in the round and no bomb has been planted on a free bomb site. You also have to start thinking, what in God's name are these guys doing? Like, you have to be so confused at that point, I feel like.
It's a really patient game, at least.
I mean, it did work out for Dragon, so that is at least the thing that they have, but I can imagine if I was on the city team here, I would be so confused. Dang, again, one very patient round. Looking to go into A side. With a re-smoke, so the molly from Hidden will not come out just yet.
Nineshapes already rotated 2 people towards B.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if they like heard something or if they are just
There
trying
was
to make a
outside
play.
smoke, but seeing that the 2 players are now in secret, they already know they're not on the B bomb side.
I mean, and if this hit from Dragon comes in right now, and this is great timing for them. This could be game done for Dragon, but no, Smiley gets the kill. I don't know if he was flashed, and there it is.
Looks like a game win for Dragon.
Nineshapes, they decide to go for a play because of that smoke on outside. They look for information, but
With the 180.
that is it.
Yeah.
Dragon Gaming suddenly turns that around after what looked like Nineshapes had everything under control on their city side. Like, I was honestly fearing that Dragon was losing the pace in this one. And like you said, they needed fast rounds to get into it. But instead, Dragon says, no, we're gonna stick to our strategies. We're gonna stick to what we prepared. And they make it work. And I mean, that is great from Dragon. And I feel like Nineshapes, they got maybe a little nervous after losing that second round on the city side. I don't know if it's the case, but I feel like Nineshapes had everything under control until the moment that they pushed on the ramp with 2 players on a full buy. Yeah, that's gonna be it. People, thank you for watching, and thank you, Silence, for casting with me today. It's been great, and
No problem.
yeah, I'm happy with the win, but I'm honestly also surprised the way it went, because Nineshapes definitely looked strong on the city, just like Dragon did.
Yeah.
But yeah, they close it out. Thunder sticks to his plans, and it pays off. And I mean, you have to respect that, of course.
I hit them with the 29 kills.
That as well.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Coming in with another big performance. Yes, people, that's going to be it today. Thank you for tuning in. We take our 5th win of the season, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to the next one, because this has been a fun game to watch. It's been interesting, and thank you, Silence, once again. I'll see you guys in the next one.